What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow, chilling like always with the two tiny hombres, Averno, Atlantis. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. I'm Big Elbow. Comic hauls is what I mostly do, and that's what I got today. Just a bunch of, not a bunch, but just some pickups from a couple different spots. So let's get into it. So recently, my dad, he moved to Lindsay, California. It's a small little town, but it's cool. I like it out there. But anyways, so I did a little searching and see if there's any comic shops around there. The nearest one is in a town called Porterville, which is like 10-15 minutes away from Lindsay. Shout out to anyone from Porterville or Lindsay. And I found this shop called Nini's Comics. And I'll give you something to look at. And so I went and checked it out, and it's a pretty cool little shop, man. It's all back issues and like some like graphic novels, and she has some VHS and DVD and stuff for sale. It's a little spot, but it's cool. And the owner, Nini, she's super nice. She's also on IG under Nini's Comics, and yeah, if you're ever in the area, I definitely recommend checking her shop out. I plan to go back. So she had like all the comics, all the back issues were $3, and then she had like about 3 boxes of dollar comics, which is of course what I went for. And I found a nice variety. I was really surprised. I thought it was going to be full of no offense to my man Rig, but I thought it was going to be full of like Valiant and Ultraverse, shit like that. But there was a decent variety in there, starting with, so let's get into it. This is Mask, first issue of, I think it's an ongoing series. It's not the first Mask, so I think the first one was a mini-series, and this is the first of the ongoing series. I just got that because I know people like shit like that. I figure I could probably give it away to somebody. It's in actually good condition. If you're new to the channel, you know that I'm all about just getting good comics. Like, I want good comics that, with good art, hopefully a good story. Condition doesn't make that big of a difference to me, but I'm just, I do like to have nice shit when I can have it. But yeah, so this is actually in pretty good shape. Mask number 1. I thought the toys were cool when I was a kid. I watched the comic a little bit, not the comic. I watched the cartoon a little bit, but yeah, I think I might give that away to somebody. I know people like that. Those cartoon, adaptations. And here's a Vertigo book. Jonah Hex, Two Gun Mojo, Timothy Truman, who I'm a fan of, on the art on that. Yeah, Timothy Truman. He's pretty dope. Kind of a traditional style, like a Mike Grell, Joe Kubert, even kind of type. But he really does do like Western stuff pretty well. Those are the only 2 DC books. I think I got about 10 books from Nini's. This is just run filler. Last issue of 5 Ghosts that I needed. I really like the story is pretty cool, but I really like this art by Chris Mooneyham. It reminds me of again, like a traditional style, like Neil Adams, Mike Zack, all those guys. Like really good figure drawing. Not too over the top. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really love the over the top shit too, but I can appreciate, all these different styles. And kind of like for a flashback, he's doing kind of like a sketchy type thing. But yeah, this is a good series. I like what I've read of it so far. This is a book called Gemini from Image. That's number 1 of 5. And I forgot how this artist caught my eye. This Samariva, but he did something that I liked and made me remember his name. So when I seen these, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab these real quick. This has like this is over the top, like that, kind of like Humberto Ramos, Joe Madureira type thing going on here. So I figure I just grab these, and I don't, unless I read it and the story is like super compelling. I'm not even tripping if I ever get the full thing. You know, like I said, I want a little bit of this guy's art in my collection. Yeah, very like I said, Humberto, Joe Madureira, a couple other guys like that. That's pretty cool. You know, very cartoony. I'm into it. Those are the image books I got. I originally had only bought one issue of this series. It's a 9-issue series. But if I keep finding them in the dollar bins, I'll keep getting them. If I put the whole thing together, I'll be happy. This is Frank Miller's Sin City, Hell and Back. This is like, I think one of the only... Oh no, this is in black and white. For some reason I thought it was in color. But yeah, you guys know, you know what Sin City Frank Miller looks like. So like I said, if I keep finding those in the dollar bins, I'll keep grabbing them. You know, I already have this, but I know these are really hard to find. I don't know how expensive they really are, but even in messed up condition, they're still just hard to find. I think it must have been a low print run. This is Shadow Man, the Acclaim Comics version, and I know, like I said, I have it, but I don't know if the one I have is more busted up than this one, so I just grabbed it since it was $1. This has some. It says 2 of 4, but I think only 2 or 3 issues came out. And I'm a big fan of Ashley Wood and his wild shit that he does. So yeah, I got that just in case if it's an upgrade. If not, maybe I could possibly sell it. I don't know. Like I said, I know it's hard to find. The people that are trying to find it are even harder to find. Yeah, the art in this is really cool. Especially if you're an Ashley Wood fan. Hey, that looks like Alan Moore? Or am I tripping? Or maybe it's supposed to be God. Yeah, I think that is supposed to be God. But yeah, so like I said, I was surprised to find a variety of. This is so the Acclaim version of Shadow Man is the one that they made the Nintendo 64 game of, which was a pretty fucking cool game. I like that version of Shadow Man a lot. Especially that first 4-issue arc by Ashley Wood and by Garth Ennis and Ashley Wood. I grabbed this. I should have unbagged these, made this go quicker. Fashion and Action Summer Special. I grabbed that just for the. It came with some paper dolls on the back. The John K. Snyder art, which is just real stylish in here. If you've read Scout, I believe it is, you'll see that it has this the Fashion and Action backup. So I don't know if these are a collection of those backup tales or if this is just an original thing. Let me just give you a glimpse of that real quick. I should have unbagged these ahead of time. I don't know, maybe lately I've had a thing with chicks with the fucking eye patch. I don't know what's going on with that. But she looks like... To me, she looks like... There's a good panel right here. The chick with the eye patch, the redhead chick, she kind of looks like Annie Lennox from... what are they called? The Arithmetics? But that's what she reminds me of, anyways. Like, I can hear sweet dreams, or just hear it in my head. Like, speaking of my man Timothy Truman, that's a nice ad for Scout. And then shout out to my man PGH. I found a Verotic comic out there that he didn't snatch up already. I like this for the what's the guy's name? Calvin Irvin art, which is pretty crazy looking. He did oh, that's a nice shot right there. Look at that. He did I can't leave it on there too long. I don't want to get flagged or whatever. You guys might know Calvin Irvin from the short the Chapel. Yeah, I mean, this is I guess this is what I should have expected from a erotic book, right? Yeah, I liked it. I liked his stuff, the shit that he did on Chapel when he was inking himself. When he wasn't inking himself, it looked kind of, that didn't look so great. But he's doing kind of a, it looks kind of like Jim Lee doing Frank Miller, like that Death Blow style that Jim Lee was doing for a minute, which I liked. I would like to see him bring that style back. And then last, so check this out. This is a book called Thunder God that I'd never heard of, right? That was a pretty dope cover by, I forgot what the guy's name is. Javier Garres? I think that's his name. I could be wrong. But that's a pretty bad, kind of looks like Simon Bisley style. Maybe it's Felipe Garres? Something Garres. Anyways, so what had happened was I just cracked this open real quick, and this happened to be the page that I turned it to, right? And I was just like, okay, sold. Like, that looks fucking cool. So I grabbed that. And then when I looked further, I started looking at it again, like, I see the first couple pages look like this, which is alright, but it's not like, so, I was kind of curious what was up with that, like, why did that one page look so much better? And, or just those, there's a couple pages that look, and what I found was that, Eric Powell, he inked those like 4 pages in the middle. So I'm guessing that's probably why it looks as good as it does compared to the rest of it that doesn't look as good, you know? Like, again, like, this isn't, like, it's not like it's horrible or anything, but it's just, you can see the difference, and it just looks way better. So yeah, it says, and I didn't even notice this in the book. I read on my comic shop. I was looking it up to see how long the run was. But yeah, it says Eric Powell inker pages 13 through 16. So yeah, I don't think he works on any of the other issues. I think there's 3 issues of this. So I don't regret it. Like, it's not, especially for $1. And I wanted to spend a couple bucks because I've never been to that shop before. So again, Nini's Comics in Porterville, California. Check it out if you get a chance. So then on a while back, I went to this place. I went to Bakersfield, and I got this. I went to the Mega City 2, who I had bought from at. I had bought from them at conventions at the Bakersfield Comic Con before. Always had great dollar books, and it's kind of weird because So I got this big ass book called Dreams, the Art of Boris Vallejo. It's a hardcover. So I go in there, and the guy that was working there, he was nice and everything, but I was like, I asked him like, hey, do you guys have any like dollar bins? And he looked at me like, what the fuck is that? He never heard dollar bins before. I was like cheap comics, like, you know, in a like a bargain bin or box where you sell the cheap comics. Oh no, we don't have that. So anyways, I went to the back of the store, and I was looking where they had a bunch of graphic novels and stuff that looked kind of busted up. And yeah, I found this book, and it was $4. So this is the only thing I bought from there that day. But I'm sure you guys know Boris. So yeah, I got that book in Mega City 2 in Bakersfield. And then on the way home, I stopped in Delano. And I found some really cool shit at a place called Downtown Toys and Comics, The Revenge. I guess it's their second shop. It's like a consignment shop, I think. Anyways, they have one in Bakersfield as well, but I went to the one in Delano, and let me show. First, I got Savage Dragon changes. They don't even put volume numbers on this, which they should. It'd make it easier to follow, but it collects these issues, and this was $3.99. So I figured $4 for 6 Savage Dragon comics that I don't have is pretty good. At least I'm pretty sure I don't have any of those. So yeah, I got that, which is cool. This I was pretty fucking stoked about, even though I have Flex Mantello, the trade paperback. I got this hardcover. I think it's missing the dust jacket, but who gives a fuck, right? Like, look how nice it is. I mean, who needs like the dust jacket? Fuck it. Like, this is a nice looking book, and this was $4.99. So I don't mind having an extra copy. Maybe I'll give my trade paperback away. I'm gonna compare them and see how they're colored, because I remember hearing different things about the coloring. I don't have any of the original issues, so maybe I need to get those and see what I think. Because I know that the collected edition was recolored, but I believe it was recolored by Frank Quitely. So I guess maybe I'll look and see if maybe the one I have doesn't have this stuff in the back. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to compare them and see if it's worth having two different formats. But I really love this fucking book. I mean, I think it's great. I definitely do want to get the floppy issues. I just don't want to pay for them. And then this was the highlight for me personally, to find this. And again, I think it's missing the dust jacket. But this is The Hunter by adapted by Darwin Cook, Richard Stark's Parker series. So this is the book that the Payback by the Payback with Mel Gibson, that movie is based on this story. I think. I could be wrong. Anyways, this is the first in the series. There's The Hunter, the Outfit, which I also have in the same size and format, and the Score, and then there's one more which I can't remember the name of. But yeah, this one was only $5, and it has like this I don't know what you call it, like a 3-color style. But yeah, this is good stuff, man. I'm a big Darwin Cook fan, and I really enjoyed that Mel Gibson movie. And there's another movie that adapted the same story. I think it has Steve McQueen in it. I can't remember the name of that one, but that one was good too. It's like it was made in like the 60s or 70s. But yeah, I was super happy to find this for $5 because I found the other one for about $5 too. But the other one, it does have a dust jacket, but it's kind of messed up. But like, it's a nice book. Like it doesn't really need the dust jacket. And this one has like, what is that, velvet? It has this part is like a velvet, and the other one isn't. It has one of these little pictures on the book, but the little binding right here isn't velvet like this one. So yeah, that was the big highlight for me, and I was pretty happy about that. So again, like I said, check out Nini's in Porterville. Check out um, Downtown Toys and Comics in Delano and Bakersfield if you get the chance. And Mega City 2 they're cool. Especially check them out at the cons. If you're ever at the Bakersfield Comic Show, go check out their booth. They always have a shit ton of dollar books for some good books in the dollar bins. So that'll do it. If you enjoyed this, congratulations. You got good taste. Show it by telling all your friends, sharing, all that good stuff. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Again, like I always say, any questions, comments, especially recommendations. If you see this stuff that I like and you're like, hey, you would probably like this too, please let me know. I'm always open. Like that's one of the main things I enjoy about YouTube is learning about new shit that I didn't know I needed, and then going and trying to keep an eye out for it. So check me out on IG, and that'll do it. Like I always say, get off of YouTube, read some fucking comics.